How does a CSM change basic blackjack strategy? Have you ever wondered how a continuous shuffling machine affects your game at the blackjack table? Let's break it down and see how it changes the basic strategy. First off, the fundamental strategy for blackjack remains the same, regardless of whether you are playing with a continuous shuffling machine or a traditional shoe. This means that the best decisions for hitting, standing, doubling down, or splitting do not change. The strategy is designed for a freshly shuffled deck, and that is exactly what a continuous shuffling machine provides after every hand. Now, let's talk about card counting. The main goal of a continuous shuffling machine is to make card counting nearly impossible. Since the cards are shuffled back into the deck immediately after each hand, you cannot track which cards have been dealt. This randomness means that players cannot rely on card counting techniques to gain an advantage. The composition of the deck changes constantly, preventing any predictable patterns. Another important aspect is the speed of the game. With a continuous shuffling machine, there is no downtime for manual shuffling. This leads to a faster pace of play, allowing more hands to be dealt in an hour. In fact, you might see about 20% more hands played compared to traditional games. While the house edge remains roughly the same, this increased speed can lead to players losing money faster, even if the edge per hand does not change. Practical considerations for players also come into play. Since the deck is continuously shuffled, you cannot depend on card counting or tracking patterns in the deck. Sticking to basic strategy is essential, as it is designed for a freshly shuffled scenario, which is what the continuous shuffling machine simulates. Some players speculate about minor tendencies, like a few cards left unshuffled in the machine, but these are not reliable enough to change your strategy. The number of decks used in the continuous shuffling machine, which is often 6 or 8, still impacts basic strategy slightly. However, this is consistent with what you would find in standard shoe games and does not change due to the machine itself. In summary, a continuous shuffling machine does not alter the basic blackjack strategy. The core strategy remains intact because the deck is effectively shuffled fresh with each hand. The main impact is on the speed of gameplay and the prevention of advantage play techniques like card counting, which ultimately benefits the casino's earnings. So, when you sit down at a table with a continuous shuffling machine, remember that your strategy should stay the same, but be prepared for a faster game.